Hi, I have a few questions for friends, customers, clients, the art community in general. I have been exploring some prints. Right now, I'm kind of in like the sample phase where I'm trying out a bunch of different papers. I'm hoping to have something narrowed down and like very limited quantities ready for some of the events that I'm doing in June. But before I just make decisions based off of my preferences, I wanted to ask the community if they have preferences on like different weights of paper, different textures of paper, the way things are printed. So, for instance, like I have these three right here. One of them is on archival paper, which has just like a really nice texture. I'll throw in like a close-up video here so you can see what that looks like. And then I have one that is, it's a little bit heavier weight, but it is more like glossy. And the nice thing about prints like this is that I think the color quality is a lot better. Like the colors are just brighter, I'm noticing, in this one than they are with the matte ones. So I guess that's like the trade-off with that. But I mean, they're still beautiful, even matte. And then this one is just kind of more of like it's like still that heavier weight paper, but it's matte, but like a smooth matte, almost like satiny. So that's one of my questions. Also, another one of my questions is if you prefer prints that are printed all the way to the edge, or if we prefer to have more of like a matting around the edge. And if you do prefer the matting, how big do you want the matting to be? Yeah, so there's that. And then also like with these, I have a similar thing where this is printed to the edge. This has, and you can hardly see it because the color difference is not super strong there, but it's like a very tiny, I think this was like 1/2 inch of matting, whereas I believe this one was 1 inch all around. And then what else do I have? Oh, the other thing is sizing. Do you prefer something that's kind of like this size? I think this is a 10 by 10, I believe, and then this is an 8 by 10. Do we prefer something more this size, or do we prefer like a much smaller print, maybe like this size, like very small? Also, or do we prefer a print that's like even bigger than this, like maybe double the size of this? Obviously, with different papers and different sizes, the prices are going to fluctuate. So yeah, right now I'm planning on trying to narrow some things down and get a few of these for some events that, like I said, some events in June. And then maybe if the response is good for these, then I'll throw them up on the website. I don't know if I'll like order in like bulk numbers of like stock. I don't know if I'll order in stock or if I'll just do drop shipping. The print company that I'm working with, shout out to them. They're called Gila Monster Printing. Gila is spelled Gila. I worked for them a long time ago, and I was always saying Gila Monster, and apparently that's not how you say it. It's Gila Monster. You will be looked down upon if you say Gila Monster. I'm just kidding, but there were some jokes thrown around. Shout out to them because they did an incredible job. They sent me all of these samples, and it's tough to choose from because there's different sizes, there's matting, there's not matting, there's different textures, everything. So yeah, I wanted to see if anybody has any opinions. If you do, you can leave them in the comments below. Don't know if anyone's going to respond to this. If not, then I'll just make some educated guesses on what I want to get printed and go from there. But yeah, I wanted to give the opportunity if anybody has specific preferences for their prints. So stay tuned on an announcement involving prints. I'll probably do a post soon just to show like the different types and whatnot, or I'll just have it in this video. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, the other thing. I know with like the matting versus the print to the edge, like what are your preferences on hanging prints? Do you normally just hang them like this on the wall? Do you like to frame them? Do you like to, like back here I have, I don't know if you'll be able to see, this print back here, I have this like hanging frame thing. It has like a strip of wood that's magnetic at the top and at the bottom, and the one at the top has like a little loop that you can hang it up on the wall on a hook or a nail or whatever. What are your preferences for hanging? Because that also kind of affects like what you like to see in a frame. Do you like it to go all the way to the edge? Do you like it to have that matting? I don't know. I have a lot of questions, and yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I hope you're having a good day. See you soon.